Learning to focus while studying is one of the most important skills to learn if you want to improve your brain. Remember that focusing is an art that improves over time. So do not think that by using these tips only one day you will be able to improve your grades. You have to use these tips every day while you study. And trust me, if you use these tips for 1 month, you will not only see improvements in your grades but also improvements in your overall life. So in this video, we are going to look at 3 common problems for which we cannot focus while studying and solution to those problems. Links to everything that I mentioned in this video will be in the description down below, and you can jump to your specific problem by using the timestamps given in the description and in the pinned comments. So without further ado, let's begin with the video. Let's now talk about the 3 main reasons for which you cannot focus while studying. Number 1. Distractions. There are 2 main types of distractions: mental or physical distraction. Mental distractions are those kinds of distractions which happen in your mind as in the form of thought, while physical distractions are the type of distractions that happens in your body or in your surrounding environment. A common example of a mental distraction that I used to face when I would sit down to study was that thinking about the video that I had watched before I sat down to study. A common example of physical distraction is your phone. Now let's look at how we can get rid of this distraction. To get rid of mental distraction, do not consume any form of content 15 to 20 minutes before you sit down to study. By any form of content, I mean YouTube videos, blog posts, books. In any form of content, your brain is free from any kind of mental distraction. This will make focusing on your studies much easier. Your biggest physical distraction is your phone. So keep your phone away from your reach while you are studying, so that when you try to reach for your phone, it becomes difficult for you to reach there. Your body can also be another form of physical distraction. So when you sit down to study, sit down with a water bottle so that you can stay hydrated throughout your study session. Your environment also plays a critical role on with how much focus you can study. So make sure to eliminate all possible physical distractions from your surroundings. If you use a computer while studying, then you may get distracted by various websites like YouTube. So make sure to use a Chrome extension like Forest to block the website that you do not want to visit while you are studying. Number 2. Background noise. It feels very annoying when you are just getting into the state of focus while studying and suddenly you heard your neighbor is having an argument with someone. It is very annoying when there is noise in the background while we are studying, and it becomes even more annoying if the noise is about someone talking. Let's now music like instrumental music, lo-fi and study with me is the type of music that you want to listen to while you are studying. I personally listen to the Study With Me playlist of Ali Abdal and Thomas Frank. Managing your time while studying is very important. If you don't know what task you have to perform after completing one task, then you will be focusing on what you need to study rather than focusing on studying. To manage your time effectively while you are studying, you can use these 3 tips. Tip number 1. Set specific goals. It's very important to set specific goals before you start studying. And by specific, I mean very specific goals. For example, it should not be like study biology. Instead of that, it should be like study the first 3 pages of tissues in biology. It's very important to set specific time limits for each study session. So in our example, we will study the first 3 pages of tissues in 1 hour. Then we will set even smaller chunks of time in this 1 hour of allotted time for learning the first 3 pages of tissue. So in our example, we can allot the first 15 minutes to reading the pages thoroughly. Then in the next 30 minutes, we are going to do practice questions, aka active recall, and in the last 15 minutes, we will practice the diagram. Tip number 3 is to plan out your whole studying for the day the night before. So before you go to bed, you should plan out your next day's studying beforehand. This will give you a clarity on what you need to study the next day, so that you do not have to spend time figuring out what you need to do, as you have already planned it beforehand. Hope this video was helpful for you. Comment down below what problem you were facing while focusing on your studying, and if this video helped you find the solution to that problem. Give this video a like and subscribe to my channel to get videos related to studying and productivity. Until the next video, thanks for watching and goodbye.